press coming. They're confirmed, but unfortunately, the councilwoman can't be with us all the time, so we got to start. So I'm going to ask everybody to please go on issue. We're not attacking any elected officials. It's the issue. We're here to talk about the issues. I know people are emotional. It's your business. I know we have someone from Crown Heights very emotional, called me this morning and said, come, we're here to speak your story. But I ask people to have patience today with us. This is our first press conference as head of the Multicultural Chamber. We have a lot of ethnic chambers that are here today. We're going to have more coming. And so we have signs. If people feel comfortable to take the sign, you can take it. If not, we have other signs that have the issues, like the issues with small business that we're facing. You can take a white sign that has the issue. If it's misspelled, it wasn't me. Just in case. I already got in trouble today. Someone say, oh, you spelled wrong. It's not me. I want to thank all the chamber presidents for coming here. Out of 50, we have 25 chamber presidents here today. I thank you for your commitment. For the call with the speaker, we had 57 chamber presidents and another 20 that came in. So, came in yesterday. So I want to thank everybody for coming. This is a big day for us. We have for the first time, we have the chair of the Small Business Committee. So I'm going to ask all the chambers to be on point on the issues. You know what the issues are? We've been dealing with the issues for a month. So I'm going to start in 5 minutes. We have press coming. I'm going to ask everybody to come.
All the participants,
all the chamber leaders
in the back, organized, get it close to it looks like a nice crowd. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What's going on, brother?
How are you, boss?
Good to see you. Where's Mark?
I don't know if I know.
Mark is on vacation. He's on vacation. And we're here freezing. Okay, so we're gonna start the press conference.
You're gonna start over there?
Yeah. At the time when I want you to record it.
I got you, brother. चलो शुरू कर गार्षा
You starting?
Nice. Cheese shoes, coming from
We're ready to go.
the. Sorry. Enjoy.
Oh, what's up, man?
Masha.
I had you converted. What's going on, Adam? I was waiting for you. I had to have my Pakistan chamber here. You know. So, hi. You're where? Fine. Everyone? Hi everybody, I want to thank everybody for coming today. We're going to try to make this as quick as possible because I know that there's another group coming at 11:30, so I'm going to ask everybody to make this as quick as possible. Your speeches have to be a minimum of 2 minutes. I know as president of the chamber, that's hard. That's like asking a pastor of a church to speak in a minute. So I want to thank everybody for coming here today. This is an important day for us. This is the first time that all the ethnic chambers come together out of the 65 chamber presidents representing close to 30 million minority businesses. We're here together, all representing different communities for the first time to have a voice in a time where we don't have a voice. We've seen the immigrants being attacked, not only through ICE, now they're stopping the economic growth of our Latino and minority and our immigrant business community that's growing rapidly, and because of that, bureaucracy and is stopping the growth. And so we're not here to attack any elected officials. We are going to mention the policies that we feel that are anti-small business, anti-immigrant. That's why we're here to create the first political action committee for minority and ethnic chambers. Why? Because we need a voice. And I met this person the other day at a hearing where I was very frustrated, and she saw it in my face. And the first thing I said was, we don't have a voice. And she grabbed me very nice and very calm and said, Frank, I'm your voice. And so I want to thank this person because of her, the Speaker of the City Council met with us alone, where we had over 75 chamber representatives from all around the country listening and commenting about the issues that our community is facing right now and the scare of billions of dollars that's going to be leaving New York for not being able to get loans. So today, we're going to talk about the issue, but we're going to talk about the solution. And we have New York Capitol here that's going to talk about the solution, but most important is our voice. Who's our voice? Who's our voice? Is us. But today we have the chair of the Small Business Committee that I want her to be the first person to speak, because she's our voice. And a voice in a time where we feel we don't have representation. I had a young lady here, Peruvian, Hasidic Jewish, crying this morning to me and said, Frank, no one wants to help me. We're here to help. All the chambers are committed to the ethnic population that feels that they've been abandoned by the federal, city, state, and corporate. Here today, we're going to have a voice. I'm going to ask the councilwoman to come and speak, and then I'm going to have my counterparts to start one by one speaking. Councilwoman.
Thank you, Frank, and thank all of you for coming out this morning. Good morning. My name is Councilmember Chanel Thomas Henry, and I am the Small Business Chair for the City Council, and I represent These are individuals who have come here, have built families here, have built life here, and have done everything right and deserve the American dream, just like all of us. Frank, again, I want to thank you. I want to thank the Multicultural Coalition of Minority Chambers for coming together and highlighting this issue, bringing it to our attention so that we can be your voice. As chair of the City Council Small Business Committee and a member of the Economic Development Committee, I hear from entrepreneurs every day. They're doing everything right. They're working long hours. They're hiring locally in our communities to put food on the tables for their families. But the truth is simple. Small businesses need access to capital to survive. For many entrepreneurs, an SBA loan isn't a luxury. It's a lifeline. It's the difference between opening the doors and closing them. Access to capital is not a handout. It's about economic growth. It's about allowing our businesses to grow and succeed in our communities. In communities like mine, like District 21, where I represent Corona, East Elmhurst, and parts of Jackson Heights, where small businesses shutter, we're left with job loss, fewer opportunities, and more individuals who can't provide for their families. Blocking green card holders from participating in these programs doesn't strengthen our economy, it weakens it. Our immigrant entrepreneurs are not, I repeat, are not outsiders. They are builders of this economy. They participate in creating jobs, revitalizing our commercial corridors, and keep our neighborhoods thriving. So today, we are calling on the administration to rescind this discriminatory ruling and ensure that the doors of opportunity stay open for our small businesses. And Frank, I know there are many things that affect how small businesses thrive. So I do want to say to you that as a city council member, I will fight along with my colleagues to hopefully ensure
That's what we need.
that we can take raising a property tax off the table. Because we do understand that that is not only just a burden to so many homeowners, but those costs are often deferred to our small businesses, so can also be detrimental to them. Again, I want to thank all of you for coming out. My door is always open. Bring the issues, let's discuss the issues, and let's figure out how to make our small businesses grow. Thank you.
Thank you. For my councilwoman, because you didn't know I come from Corona. I'm from Corona. I grew up in Corona, St. Leo's Church. It's important for the immigrant businesses that we represent, with Eduardo Hidalgo, who could not make it from the Queens Hispanic Chamber, to ask the governor to step up. She met with us and she made a commitment through different funders, through the councilwoman, to create a coalition of elected officials, through Congress, and we asked our Attorney General to help us with a lawsuit against the SBA. That's the only way. What they're doing is against the law. These are not businesses that are not paying their taxes. These are businesses that are paying the taxes. They can't say what they're saying right now, Councilwoman, that small businesses, they don't pay their loans. And you know that's not true. Only 1%. It's only 5% of the loans of the SBA. They're not saving money here. They're eliminating jobs. We have the Supermarket Association right now is cutting jobs because of this legislation. And we ask our Attorney General and the governor to help with us, not only to put a lawsuit, but also to support with a plan with the economic development of the state to give loans for our members. So I'm going to thank our speaker, our chair, and our speaker of the city council for giving us a voice. You know, right now, politically, we don't know where to go as small businesses. Now we have a home in the city council, finally. We have people that listen to us, that were former business like you and the speaker, and understand our pain. We're in trouble right now. A lot of our members are closing their businesses. So we know there's issues with SBS. Thanks to them, there's a new commissioner. We welcome the new commissioner. We look forward to working with you. Meet with us. Mayor, meet with us. You meet with Trump, meet with us. We want to meet with you. If you say you want to bring down the cost, we could do it. We know how to do it. We do it all the time. Our wives do it all the time. We know how to bring down costs. We have women businesses that could bring down the cost. You don't have to spend $70 million to do a research where we could put that into loans and helping the business. We don't need to create different bodegas and supermarkets. We need to come together to deal with this economic downturn that's going on right now. You promised affordability. We want to do that together. We want to be your partner. Allow us to be that. So I'm going to thank the chair for being here today. Let's give a big applause. And we're going to be meeting with her and the speaker. And we're going to ask the governor to meet with us too. We have my counterpart that's going to speak from the Hasidic Jewish Chamber of Commerce, Dubi. Dubi, can you come here and please say a couple of words? Dubi.
Begin by thanking my partners in the Multicultural Coalition of Minority Chambers of Commerce for standing here today together in unity as one voice to help stop discrimination. I also want to thank Frank Garcia for his leadership in bringing this coalition together. Today, I stand on the steps of New York City Hall to call out discrimination and a broken SBS certification system and to demand that New York City finally own up to it and fix it. Now, I've worked with 4 or 5 commissioners, and I want to tell you, it's a disaster. The old great people, the system for. The SBS Minority Business Certification System is failing the very communities it was created to help. Businesses from women-owned, Latino-owned, and other minority communities are waiting for over 16 months just to receive certification approvals, trapped in a system with no accountability and no urgency and no one to own up for or demand credibility for. This is a system that was established as SBS certification to help businesses move forward, and they're making them fall backwards and fall behind and fail instead of empowering them. That certification system has to be fixed. It's unacceptable. 16 months, that's all they do to help someone get certified. I'm elaborating what I just said. That is unacceptable. I look forward to working with you personally to fix this. Today, I also stand here to speak for the smallest, biggest minority community in New York City, the Jewish community. Today, I am also calling out discrimination against Orthodox Jewish business owners and frankly Jewish business owners across our community in general. Orthodox Jews, and frankly all Jews, clearly meet the criteria used to recognize minority communities. Our community has faced historic discrimination, and today Jews remain one of the most targeted groups in hate crime statistics in the United States and in New York City. Jewish-owned businesses also face boycotts, anti-Semitism, and discrimination tied directly to our ethnic and religious Jewish identity and religious values. Yet, despite these challenges, our community contributes enormously to New York City's economy through small businesses, entrepreneurship, and job creation. And yet, Jewish-owned businesses are excluded from minority business certifications altogether, and the benefits that certifications provide to help struggling communities grow, access contracts, and succeed. At the end of the previous administration, at the end of the Biden administration, the Democratic leadership in Washington recognized this injustice personally with me. Under President Biden, not Trump, under Biden, the U.S. Secretary of Commerce, the Democrats, U.S. Secretary of Commerce, and the Deputy Secretary Don Graves, and the leadership of the MBDA, Minority Business Development Agency, signed a memorandum of understanding with the Orthodox Jewish Chamber of Commerce under my leadership in Washington, D.C., recognizing the barriers Jewish-owned businesses face and advising us to establish our own minority certification framework that they're going to support, that we can work together and bypass all the red tape. Today, I am here on the steps of City Hall calling on New York City to do the same. By New York City and the SBS signing a memorandum of understanding with the Orthodox Jewish Chamber of Commerce under my leadership and recognizing our minority certification that we offer, it would empower our community to finally be recognized and allow Jewish-owned businesses to benefit from the SBS programs and opportunities with the same benefits provided to other minority businesses. We cannot afford to wait for years of legislation, bureaucracy, or slow government reform. Our communities need help now. That is why we are calling on New York City to act immediately and partner with us, just as the federal government has done. Because frankly, the current system has proven that the city is incapable of fixing this problem alone. Working together through an MOU partnership would create a particular and immediate solution, recognizing our certification, empowering our communities, and helping fix a broken system that has failed minority businesses for far too long. I also want to address the proposed property tax being discussed. These new taxes will hurt businesses across New York City and place yet another burden on communities that are already struggling. New Yorkers have enough to carry. Instead of adding new taxes, we should focus on strengthening small businesses, as Frank said, expanding opportunity, and growing the economy. I would be happy to sit down with the mayor and work together on real solutions to help address New York City's financial challenges. By uniting today and bringing together the many minority chambers represented here, we represent millions, correct? Millions of businesses across the city.
In the U.S.
And the U.S. By strengthening those businesses, we will stimulate job growth, economic development opportunity across New York City, and not need to raise taxes. My final call to action is clear, and this is where I finish. Own up to the broken system. Hold your departments accountable. Fix the discrimination within SBS certification. Recognize the Orthodox Jewish Chamber of Commerce minority certification. Sign a memorandum of understanding with us, as the MBDA did under the Biden administration, and give the biggest, smallest minority community in New York City a fair chance to succeed. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dewey. My counterpart, Francisco, from the Bodega Association. We also have a Jewish business owner that's Peruvian, that Dewey, I want Dewey to introduce her, but before that, I want my counterpart, Coach, who co-chaired this press conference with us. I want to thank Francisco for all the work he did with Richard Liskey and Hank and Kenny Rodan and Fatima and the team that put this together with Derek and the other Derek. We have two Dereks, and Mark Jaffe, who helped us put this together. Let's give him a big applause. So I'm going to have my counterpart speak, and then we're going to ask the chambers to move very quickly.
All right. Thank you. My name is Francisco Marte from the Bodega and Small Business Group. We always been a struggle fighting with public safety. This is our biggest issue that we've been fighting for the last 6 years. So now we're really opposed to any type of hike on tax on the property, because that will affect our business and that will affect also the working class. If we are in a struggle to pay the mortgage and then we get high taxes, so that's going to put at risk a lot of people to lose their house, working class people. So the same thing will happen with the utility that they're going to be high. If they hike the tax, they will increase the utility, and at the end they will affect the wholesale where we get the merchandise. They will increase the price of the merchandise, and then at the end it's the customer, our poor and working class, gonna pay for. So we oppose to any type of hike on tax on the property tax. Also, we oppose always to open public bodegas. We don't need open public bodega open. What we need is support from the mayor. Instead of using those money, why he doesn't create a huge wholesale where he can supply the bodega and he can help with the bodegas, or help the bodegas and the independent supermarkets that we all are in a struggle, and we need now to change the new refrigeration. Why they don't help with some money to help the bodegas and the independent supermarkets with those expenses? So like that we don't have to be in the struggles and raise the price. So that's what we need. We oppose to any hike on the tax and the properties, and we oppose to any public bodega funding with our tax money. So let's work together, and we can work together with all of the council members and not to make that to happen, so we can stop that to happen. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you. So I have Veronica, who comes with a solution for the loans. This is very important. Veronica, if you could speak about the loans and the challenges that our immigrant businesses are facing right now.
Hi, my name is Veronica Coleman, and I represent Community Capital New York. We are a nonprofit lender who are dedicated to provide capital to small business owners in all the state of New York, not only New York City, but all the way up to Syracuse. And so we see this issue going all around New York State. And we're here today to provide support to all small business owners and talk to officials from the state to help us create a fund to support green card holders. So we can keep supporting them in New York State, even though the federal law and the SBA is not supporting 7A loans anymore. We can create a fund in New York State that will still support green card holders who are also tax-abiding residents. So
Legal residents.
Legal residents. So we want to work with the government of New York to create this fund. And Community Capital here is here to support all small business owners to create this fund, to be able to support all chambers and have this fund available to all of you. Because we believe in creating communities, and those communities create jobs and also strengthen the economy of New York. Thank you.
Thank you. So I would like my counterpart, all the chambers are here, so we're going to give all the chambers the opportunity to speak. Very rapidly, I need at least 2 minutes, but I'm going to ask my counterpart from the Pakistan chamber, and then we're going to start bringing some of our members in, because we can't just have a bunch of men. We also have to have women-owned businesses. I know our president of the Women's in Construction couldn't make it, but she has people here that are dealing with contracts and challenges. So I'm going to ask my counterpart from the Pakistan chamber to come and say a couple of words. He's also running for Senate, so I could say he can't, but he can say
You're gonna lose.
That's why I'm the head of political action committee. I can say that stuff.
Mr. Senator.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story of America has always been the story of people who came here with nothing but hope, hard work, and the belief that in this country, the opportunity should belong to everyone who is willing to work for it. My name is Adam Azam. and I'm proud to be a candidate running for New York State Senate, District 11, Bayside, Queens. I also serve as the chairman and founder of Pakistani Chamber of Commerce in York, where I work closely with entrepreneurs, small business owners, and hardworking families who are struggling every day to building a better future in this great country. Through my work with the business community, I see firsthand how immigrants and small business owners contribute to the strength and prosperity of the United States. I've met many entrepreneurs who started with very little, but through dedication, perseverance, and belief in the American dream, built successful businesses that now employ many people and support local communities. My friends, neighbors, and fellow Americans, the United States of America is a nation built by immigrants. From the very beginning of the country, people from all over the world came here with the dream of freedom, opportunity, and a chance to build a better life for the family. Immigrants built our railroads, they built our small businesses, they opened restaurants, grocery stores, construction companies, and technology firms. They work hard, pay taxes, and help build the strongest economy in the world. Today, millions of lawful permanent resident people who hold green cards are contributing by a single day to the success of our country. They pay taxes, create jobs, and invest in their communities. We are here to ask the government of the United States to stop this unfair treatment to the green card residents, because they have the equal right as anyone else in this country. They are now only allowing United States citizens to get the SBA loans, which is not fair. If we're going to do this, this is a very unfair thing, and it's against the Constitution of the United States of America. Thank you.
So I'm going to have my counterpart from the Mexican Chamber, but before he comes in, I'm going to have, I need you to stay next to me. I'm going to have the president, the vice president of the Bronx Hispanic Chamber, representing Bishop Ebony Kirkland, that could not make it. We also have the Disabled Chamber that's going to speak in behalf of the bishop, but I want to be able to have Pastor Mateo, who has to leave for a meeting with former Senator Ruben Diaz Sr. So we asked for him to say a couple of words, right?
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Thank you for all the chambers.
Que Dios lo bendiga a todos.
God bless you.
Aquí el punto es que nosotros tenemos voces,
The issue is we have a voice,
pero no nos están escuchando.
but they're not listening to us.
El alcalde tiene voz y nosotros le escuchamos.
The mayor has a voice, and we heard him and we voted for him.
Tenemos que ponernos de acuerdo, porque para hablar se necesitan dos.
To talk, there needs to be two.
Y este grupo de personas que estamos aquí sabemos cómo traer prosperidad a la ciudad.
We know this group here of presidents of chambers and leaders know how to bring economic development to the city.
Conocemos a la ciudad y a los ciudadanos de la ciudad.
We know the city and we know the people.
Somos personas de fe, de negocio, de familia. Sabemos cómo trabajar con la ciudad.
We're negotiating with faith, and we know how to negotiate, and we're business people.
Pero nuestra voz no se está escuchando.
Our voice is not being heard.
No se puede trabajar así.
We can't work that way.
Así que sigamos la lucha hasta que nuestras voces se
We're
escuchen.
going to continue speaking till our voices heard.
Porque lo que el alcalde va a escuchar de parte de nosotros no es malo, es bueno.
What he's going to hear from us is not bad, it's good.
Y si él quiere arreglar la ciudad, que nos escuche, que vamos a trabajar juntos.
If he wants to let him hear us out, and we're going to give him a good plan.
Así que gracias y que
Thank
Dios
you.
lo bendiga a todos.
God bless you. Thank you. So, yo tengo la Cámara de Comercio Mexicana que viene aquí representando el coalition de Comunidad Mexicana. Él va a decir su nombre y toda la información.
Thank you, Frank, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Jairo Guzman. I represent the New York State Mexican Business Coalition, and I'm here to speak about the fact, we're only blocks away from Wall Street, and many people refer to Wall Street as the engine of the economic power for the United States and New York. If that's the case, small businesses is the oil that makes that engine work. And putting roadblocks in the process for us to expand our businesses, to open more businesses, goes contrary to growing the economy. We need to make sure that our voices are being heard and that actions are being made also with us present. The Mexican businesses are across New York State working hard to hire. Every Mexican business has at least 2 employees and a maximum of 10 employees. We are an economic power, and the primaries are beginning to show it. There's cracks in the power of those who are leading. We know we can make things change, and we will make them change. If our leadership is not willing to support us, we will be asking our families who are citizens to come and vote.
Yes.
And make sure
Yeah.
they find a leader that is willing to support and fight for us, because we will be coming out and fighting to make those changes happen. We will be fighting to make sure that we are not picking up the tab for the rich by raising our taxes on those who own a home. We will be fighting to make sure that we change the political leaders that are creating roadblocks for economic development. And we will make sure that we will be backing those leaders, those persons who are stepping up and saying, we are willing to do whatever it takes to fight for those who are most disadvantaged in New York City. So one of the richest cities in the world. For us to have businesses struggling should be a shame for any government. So we're here to stand with our fellow businesses of all sizes and ethnic backgrounds. We're here to make sure that we're supporting those leaders who are willing to step up and fight for us. Thank you, Frank.
So, what I would like to do is call 3 women-owned businesses that are here to speak. I'm going to call them up. I'm going to ask them very quickly to speak because I have the presidents that need to go, and so I want to get them out very quickly. So I'm going to ask the ladies to come here. We have Chef first, and I'm going to ask the president of the Disabled Chamber to come up here. I say each of you are going to speak. We ask it to make it just 2 minutes, please.
Hello, hi, my name is Mirka Hermosa Lasnik. I was born in Peru. I'm an immigrant woman. I'm a mother, and I'm a member of this community. I am standing here because on March 8th is the International Women's Day. I am standing here for the survivors of domestic violence, for the women, for the single mother, for middle-aged women that are looking to have a job, and for women who don't always have a voice and still face gender discrimination. I'm standing here for the Jewish women in the Jewish community that want to be a part of the small business and that were often rejected and overlooked. Too often women who are working hard to rebuild their lives are ignored, dismissed, or overlooked. Across our city, immigrant women and working mothers are doing everything they can to support their mothers. Even sometimes there are no fathers there. And there are single women that have to pay the bills and they have to bring food to the table. And we need to empower women to be able to get out of the system and build businesses. We need to fight for women because we need fair treatment, respect, and real opportunities for women who are trying to move forward and dignity. Because when women succeed, when mothers succeed, when you take care of the mother, you take care of the children and the future generations. So we really need to make this city stronger, and we need our voice to be heard. Especially now that is the 8th of March, which is International Women's Day. Thank you.
Before I call Chef Grace to speak, we have an issue. The issue is that women businesses are not being taken care of. We have discrimination in Port Authority and other agencies, and we demand the governor to act on these issues. We cannot allow fronts and women businesses being hurt. We're not going to tolerate it. And if she doesn't do anything, we are going to do with all the chambers, like we did with the mayor's race. We're going to call a mayor forum, and we're going to bring our candidate from Republican, Democrat, and Independent to come speak, and we are going to support those that support us. And we love the governor. I spoke to her. She's supporting us, but we need this issue with the Port Authority to be dealt with. So I'm going to ask Grace to speak about her issues as a challenge of a small business. I want Grace to speak, and she is one of our chefs that comes out on TV, very famous and Latino immigrant, superstar. Let's give a big applause, Grace. Chef Grace.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for putting this together. I'm Chef Grace Ramirez, ACBBD partner at JFK. And I have to say, Latinos, you have not gotten the memo, are one of the largest and fastest growing communities in New York City. Yet, when you look at storefronts across airports, amongst the most visible gateways to the world, you rarely see a Latino-owned business represented. That gap is not only disappointing, but it's a missed opportunity to showcase the true diversity, culture, and entrepreneurial spirit of our city. We're being discriminated, and this is not okay. We're no longer going to tolerate.
Yeah! Yeah, you can't. It's a lot of people
So,
escape.
okay, our disability Medicaid is being infringed upon, and we need help. And I hope that this is going to take a serious fee, so that we don't be continuing to back burner for our disability and that we spend our money.
I'm going to ask my counterpart from the Korean American Chamber to come and say a couple words.
Good morning, everyone. Since it's getting colder and we have a lot of other speakers, all qualifications. My name is James Kim from the Korean American Chamber of Commerce USA. My organization represents collectively 300,000 Korean American businesses across the United States, including New York State. By the way, there are over 10,000 Korean-owned minority businesses in New York City. And thank you for joining us and here to listen to and discuss the principle sorry the critical challenges facing small business in New York City. We strongly advocate for fair access to capital and expanded SBA lending and robust support for minority-owned business and urgent measures to address the rising costs and regulatory measures to address the rising costs and relative burden that impact our diverse small business owners. We look forward to constructive cooperation with City Council and the government to strengthen and empower our vibrant minority business community in New York City. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I would like to have the Caribbean Chamber speak. Roy was my mentor. He taught me how to be a leader. He allowed me to be the first Hispanic to be his member of his chamber. So his legacy keeps on. We created a group purchasing because of him. We created what we're doing because of him. We're all together because this was his dream. And I'm very honored to be able to do that. I would like to have the Caribbean Chamber speak in his behalf and his members.
My name is William Lakin, and I represent the Caribbean American Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Our issues, same as your issues, our issues come in English, they come in French, they come in Dutch, and yes, they come in Spanish too. Okay, and so as a result of that, we're here. There are items that are bringing to your attention that are not enough to us. The major issue is capital formation in terms of how it relates to small businesses. In New York State, in New York City, there are capital formation rules and regulations, but they're almost impossible for a small business to work with. Micro business is impossible. But that's where most innovations are taking place. So we need to get that to the forefront in the minds of our legislators here in the city of New York. The other area, of course, is loans, SBA loan, green card holders. That is hard for the American community. We have one set of green card holders, and that will out. And for a number of years, significant part of our groups. So we have to keep in mind that come to the United States as entrepreneurs, but to move from the green card holders to a citizen is a 5-year plus process for most people. Because the paperwork is 5 years. For an entrepreneur, that's a lifetime. So that area needs to be done. Okay. And that's it for now. Thank you very, very much. And
Thank you. So before we have one of our chambers representing Mark Jeffrey, who could not be here, and so he support all his chambers. I want to grateful Mark Jaffe for his leadership with us. We would not have been able to do that without him. And so we have one of the chambers that join us on that, and is here to represent his chamber. So I'm going to have him say a couple of words.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amit Pratap Shah. I serve as the International Affairs co-chair of the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce, and I'm also the co-founder of the Greater New York Nepali Chamber of Commerce. It is truly an honor to stand here in the City Hall alongside with the distinguished elected officials, community leaders, and the representative of the different chambers and the organization. New York City is the diversity in the world. And diversity is not just the culture, it is economic. Our immigrants, entrepreneurs, and small businesses owners are the backbone of our neighbors. They open the doors early, they close the doors late. They create the job, they support the family, and they are the who keep our local economy moving forward. But today, many small businesses across the city face the real challenges. Rising costs, affordability, complex regulation, and accessibility of the capital and the grants is very hard. And that's make the more harder to hard-working immigrants and small businesses to grow their businesses. That's why the formation of this multicultural business coalition is so important. This coalition represents something powerful, unity. When the minority businesses and small businesses come together, our voice becomes stronger, our advocacy becomes clearer, and our strength and also our impacts become the greater. That's why together we are calling for the equality, fair taxation, affordable environment, and access to the federal capital, including the SBA loans for the immigrants and minority community without any discrimination or unfairness. We stand as someone representing the growing Nepali American Business Committee. I am very proud to see the committee, our committee joining hand together with this immigrant and minority business leader, contributing the vitality of the economic of New York City. We stand here today ready to work with the City Council, local state officials, and federal partners to ensure that our policy truly reflects the reality faced by the small business and minority business community, and will help to grow our neighbors. Today we stand united, not just as a chamber and organization, but as the collective voice of the thousands of the small businesses that power our neighbors. When immigrants, entrepreneurs succeed, New York City succeed. And together we will continue to advocate, collaborate, and ensure that every hardworking business owners in the city have the opportunity not only to survive, but to thrive. Thank you so much.
We have another of our Asian chambers that would like to say a couple of words.
Good morning, and thank you for the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce for forming the multicultural I am Vishnu Sahan, CEO, Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Our chamber represents small business owners who are joined our board. This business that not only provide jobs and also trigger salsa and business we are working one chamber is two, but now we are working in the 50 chamber case. So our 100 hands together. I appreciate for this kind of opportunity and the cultural heritage diversity from New York City. Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce is a right now very growing community in this state and city. So we are lot of big cases, and then we want to together working. This is the main thing I appreciate again when you
We have our counterpart representing the Hispanic businesses to say a couple of words, and then we're going to close it with our African American brothers, and then we're going to ask if anybody has questions.
How are you? My name is Adam. I'm here representing the Hispanic owners and developers in New York City. I understand that we are at a very challenging moment in our lives, and I understand that leadership in our city has the best interest of all Americans and all Americans in their mind. I think it's our responsibility to challenge them to make sure that they protect all landlords, all developers, and all people that contribute to New York City and life. Everyone in this city is valuable, equally valuable. We all share common issues, and it's our responsibility as Americans, as individuals, to make sure we continue to support one another. There is no reason why the backbone of New York City, which are landlords, should be suffering in any way, shape, or form. Any sort of property tax hikes in this state will only disseminate and destroy our city. We must continue to protect all of the business owners, no matter how many properties they own. If they have one property, if they have 400 properties, they all deserve to be treated properly. No property taxes would be a gift. But if we have to have taxes, we have to make sure that we do them responsibly, appropriately, and in a way that it actually benefits this city. Thank you.
So I'm going to ask Larry English, my brother, someone that has always supported us and got me involved with this issue. When we closed down the airport in LaGuardia Airport for Thanksgiving, Berta Lewis always told me, you're not a real leader if you don't get arrested. I haven't got arrested yet, thank God. But I want to ask Larry to come and say words, and then we're going to open it for questions. Larry?
First of all, again, I want to thank Frank for his leadership in this role. We are tired of being tired. Affordability is not just about housing. Affordability is about the concentration of wealth in the hands of a few while the rest of us go home. The great Bob Marley said, "Them bellies full while we go home." We have been fighting this issue for a long time. It's real simple. And we need to demand that the leaders, the governor, the mayor, the chairman of the court, and other individuals just simply say, no more contracts will be issued from these agencies if you do not have significant minority participation. We are tired of being tired, and we will not give up, and we will continue to fight. Thank you.
So I'm open for questions.
My bad.
I'm sorry, what?
He's the mayor having the
Yes.
So you try your podium? Yeah, I got it back.
So I'm like, all right, that's fine.
Look, we want to meet with the mayor. We want to meet with the governor. We want to meet with everybody. We're here to work. We're not here to criticize anybody. We got these signs because this is something that's hurting our community, and we need to speak up. Some people don't want us to speak about the Port Authority. Some people don't want us to speak about this. But you know what? We're here to defend our numbers, and that's why we're here. We're elected by our members. Just like the politicians are elected by us, we are elected by the members of the chamber. And we understand that it's the governor and the mayor goes up and down. It's not the employees. We don't blame the SBA. We don't blame the employees that helped us with the PPP loan, that kept our business alive. We're grateful to the SBA. I'm not anti-Mandani. I voted for him. There's some people says that I'm anti-Mandani. You know that. You've heard that in your community. I want to work with the mayor. But if the mayor does not want to work with us, we're going to continue. We're going to work. In 4 years, he's done. Because we're going to come together and put the money to get rid of the mayor. So he has the opportunity to meet with us. He has the opportunity to be with us. We're not going away. We're going to be here every month with a press conference till he meets with us. We're not going away.
You're not going away. You're not going away.
Okay? Thank you. We have a group picture with everybody. also, if we can have Juby and my counterparts, also the real estate, please, because this is about you with the taxes.
Why are you at E plus?
Sorry. Okay.
Stop SBS. Joey. Excuse me. Oh, bus car, yeah. Stop it now, please.
Okay, let's go, let's go. There's the picture. Yeah.
It's cold out here. Right spot.
Tim Brown. Yeah.
Right spot.
Thank you. Multicultural Coalition.
Oh, this is Kitty, man. Oh, this is Kitty right here. Hey, Kitty. Hey. Kitty, man. Now you're right there. All right. Go off. That's it.